up on your screen. First, for housekeeping, feel free to log into your Optify account and follow along as we go through our training session today. And as a reminder, the chat is live, so feel free to submit questions, or there's also an open Q&A at the very end of the training that we can also go through once we take a look at all the different parts of our application. The agenda for today is to learn how to drive more demand to your site, nurture that demand into leads, enable your sales team with visitor insights, and then also learning to share your success with Optify reports. And to do that, we're going to go through a couple of workflows, the first being how to start an SEO campaign. Second is learning about visitor insights within Optify. Third, creating landing pages to convert those visitors into leads. Also looking over our social sharing features with Twitter for Business. And then also creating custom reports so that you can reveal insights about your data that you have within your Optify account. So to get started, I'm going to go over to our demo account. And when you first log into your account, you will see a screen similar to the one on my screen today. It's the Optify Quick Setup, 5 simple steps to get you started with your Optify account. The first step is just to complete your profile. As we continue to develop Optify, our software will show you more insights based off of your profile data. So filling out your company name, your role, if you're an agency or serve mostly B2C or B2B clients, will help us customize our software for you. Once that's done, we can go to the second step, which is adding Optify JavaScript to your site so that we can tell you who's on your site and which pages they're taking a look at in real time. You have 3 different options to complete this task. The first is to just email this information directly to your web developer. You can copy and paste the code directly into your site yourself just before the closing body tag. Or if you're using WordPress, you can install our code using the WordPress plugin. After that step is completed, we can move on to the third step, which would be adding competitors into your account. So Optify allows you to benchmark your success against your top 5 competitors online. It's as simple as adding their URL and then their name. After that, we'll move on to the fourth step, which is to add keywords to your account. Optify automatically grabs keywords for you, but if you have others in mind, you can always add those in this step, or we can show you how to add more in the keywords application at a later time. And then to complete the quick setup, the 5th step is to connect your social media accounts to take advantage of our social sharing integrations. You can connect to your social networks such as Facebook, your personal or business page. You can connect as many Twitter accounts as you'd like. And then you can also even connect your LinkedIn account. Once these 5 steps are completed, we can click on the Go to Dashboard button, and you'll land on your Optify dashboard. Right now, my dashboard probably looks a little different than yours. I've actually customized mine to look at what a marketing dashboard would typically be like. As you can see, I have these widgets organized to see how I'm doing in my SEO performance. So keywords, where they're ranked today. I can see how well my pages are optimized. I can see what the trending keywords are for driving traffic. I also have information about where my traffic is coming from, traffic by source, which domains are referring that traffic, and who those website visitors and leads are. And then everything on this dashboard is customizable, so you can always rearrange them to give you the best view. But first, what I'm going to go through is, again, how to drive new demand to your website through search and social media. So under the Drive New Demand tab, we'll first start in keywords. Within our keywords application, you'll first see our overview. Within the overview, you'll be able to see how many visits have been generated to your site based on all the keywords in your keyword lists. So those are all the keywords that you first added during the quick setup. you can see how many leads were converted from those keywords. And a lead within Optify is a form completion. So if someone fills out a contact us, request a quote, download a white paper, those would all be counted as a lead. And then we also give the conversion rate from a visit to a lead, and then also the estimated click value. The click value would be if you were running an AdWords campaign. As an example, for these keywords, that's how much you would be paying for all of these clicks that have been generating traffic to your website. The second part of keywords is the keywords list, and this is where you can manage all of your keywords. So you'll first see all the keywords that you initially added. You can always add additional keywords, entering them up to 25 at a time. Or if you're looking to expand or even refine your list to find better keywords, you can use our keyword suggestions. So you type in a keyword, click the Suggest Keywords button, and then we'll populate a list for you. Once you've entered in all your keywords, in our keyword list we have 3 different views. This first view right here is a summary view. As you can see, my company for this website sells a lot of video, hardware, accessories, and equipment. So for Video Splitter, I'm currently ranked 64 on US Google. Within Optify, you can check your rank in over 80 different search engines. If I want to see how well I've been trending over time for that specific keyword, I'll click on the box and see that one keyword trend. Week over week, I'll be able to see if I've been trending up or down. How many visits and leads have been generated to my site from that specific keyword phrase. What the competition is to rank higher for this keyword if I were to optimize my pages for that phrase. The monthly search volume is the exact match global monthly search volume, and then the minimum CPC is another metric to gauge the importance of this keyword, to optimize it, and then how the competition would be. The second view is our competitor view. So when you first added those 5 competitors during the quick setup, this is how you can see how well you're ranking against your top 5 competitors online. So I can see for Firewall Extender, I'm ranked number 4 in US Google, and then another one of my competitors is ranked 33rd, Smart VM. It's a quick way to see at a glance if there's any movers and shakers, or maybe your competitor is doing a lot of work in SEO as well. You'll see a lot of green arrows going up. And then again, we show the competition and monthly search volume. The third view is the performance view, which shows you exactly which URL is ranking for that keyword phrase. In this example, Video Splitters is ranked 24th in US Google, and the actual URL that's ranking is this Video Splitter URL, which makes sense. If I want to take it to the next step and actually try to rank higher for this keyword phrase, maybe up to the 2nd or 1st page even, I'll go ahead and click Rank URL. And when I click on the ranking URL, I'm now landed on the page detail. And what I'll first want to do is optimize this page for that keyword. So as you can see, Optify already said, hey, Video Splitters is not associated with this page, but now it is. So now I've added Video Splitter and Video Splitters as the 2 keywords I want to optimize this page for. Right now, Optify is giving this page a 74, which is a fairly well optimized page. Ideally, you want your page to rank higher than a 75. And to get a higher than a 75, you'll want to align with all of these page optimization results. All of these issues are the ones that align with SEO best practices. So this page title, right now we are using the target keywords Video Splitter. It looks like right now we're using too many H1 tags. Ideally, we would only use one H1 tag, which would be Video Splitter. And then as we continue to go through these issues, which are ranked in the level of impact, we can start optimizing this page further for those keyword phrases. Also on page detail, Optify shows you if this page has been shared, liked, or clicked on Facebook, how many views it's received in the last 30 days, maybe it's an important page to optimize or not, and then how many inbound and outbound links are associated with this page. If we click on the amount of inbound links, these are unique domains pointing to the specific page. I can say I do want to track these links. I'll add it to an actual list called Video Splitters. And then once I click Track These Links, I'm landed directly in our links application. Within our links application, we can see the overview again. So how many links are pointing to my site? How many links are from my site? How many linking domains there are, unique domains, and then the average page rank for all of these links that are listed out. And then for each one of these links, we can see the source URL. The priority is the likelihood of increasing your search engine rank if you did receive a link. You can see if it is linking to your site, there will be a green check mark. And then once you hover over that icon, you can see the anchor text as well as the exact destination on your site. And then the fourth column shows you if that domain is getting a link from my site. Again, this is where you can see if one of your competitors is receiving a link from that specific URL, and then the page rank of that domain. You can also add URLs individually if you know you have incoming links that you should be receiving. Or as you build out your link building strategy, you can enter in a specific keyword and then Optify will suggest links for you. So those would be the 3 steps to first drive traffic with an SEO campaign. To also drive demand using our social features, we'll go into Twitter for Business to develop a social media campaign. In Twitter for Business, first you'll see the overview, which shows how many Twitter campaigns you have running, how many visits and leads have been generated from Twitter in the last 90 days, how many status updates you've had for your Twitter account, as well as followers and people you are following, and then also the average number of tweets per week. And this is just for one Twitter account. You can always manage multiple Twitter accounts in one login within Optify. To start the campaign, we can first say, sign up for 5% coupon. Add a link. And then we can always schedule it out when to tweet. So we can say schedule it tomorrow, 10:15 a.m., and then we'll add it to a campaign called 5% off coupon. Once we schedule this out, we can go to our outbox, see that it is scheduled. We can even go to the campaign and see what other tweets were associated with this campaign. And then we can even monitor. So we can say 5% off coupon and see who's tweeting about our promotion. And that's how we'll first drive new demand to your website using search and social media. Next, we'll go under the nurture demand and see our landing pages. With an Optify, you can create a landing page in almost less than 5 minutes without any help from IT. It's a simple 3-step process. The first step is to just create a landing page. Step 1 is to name the landing page. So if I want to create a landing page for our coupon, and then the second step is to just select a template. We have 6 different templates to choose from. The first being a multi-purpose template. We can click on it, see what it would look like. We have a template featuring an image, a video, promotional content, You can even create a Facebook landing page or just a simple form where you can drop anywhere on your website. In this example, I'll click the image and continue. When I continue, I'm landed directly in our editor. Within the editor, it's a simple what you see is what you get process. And for that, I can click on the company logo, change it to an icon, or even upload my own. I can change the H1 statement to say, sign up for our 5% off coupon. I can again change the bullets, change the form. I can change fields in the form, the appearance, or even the actions on submit. So I can take them to a different target URL. If I was using this form as a download a white paper, I can link the document directly or even show a confirmation message. And then once I click done, modify the rest of the landing page. Every Optify landing page is already social shared enabled. And then I can always click publish. By default, Optify landing pages are hosted on our domain. So if you went to this URL, you would already see this landing page that we just created. Or you can host this landing page on your own domain. Create another landing page by cloning it and modifying it again. Or share this landing page using our social share integrations. I can put it directly on my Facebook page, multiple Twitter accounts, or even on my LinkedIn, change the message, and then post it simultaneously. If I was an agency or I created this landing page and wanted to share it with one of my colleagues, I can automatically email this directly to them as well. And then once I go back to the landing page's overview, I'll be able to measure the success of these landing pages. So I can see how many total landing pages have been created, how many visits there's been to these landing pages, the amount of leads generated, and then again the conversion rate from a visitor to a lead. Another way to nurture your demand once you drive traffic and leads to your site is to score these visitors, to first segment them and then prioritize them for your sales team. To use lead scoring within Optify, you would first go to lead scoring, and then in this example, I can name my score set saying, I only want to take a look at Microsoft accounts. And then I can say, first I want to segment these leads. So saying, I only want to see this lead if the company name is from Microsoft. And Optify has 4 different categories for metrics to use. The first category is company information. Second is personal information that they give to you when they fill out a form. Third is their behavior on your site, so traffic, which pages they're visiting, referral sources. And then you can also score if they're just an anonymous visitor versus if they are a lead within your system. The third part of a lead score is to prioritize your leads. So giving your leads a weighted value. Using the same 4 types of metrics, you can say that if the referring source the first time is direct, then that's very important to me and I'm going to give it a weighted value. Also, if the last visit date is within the last week, then I also want to give that a weighted value. That is semi-important to me. Once I save this, I'll be able to take a look at my entire list of leads in my database and see who matches this criteria. First by segmenting them out and then also prioritizing based on these metrics. We'll also be able to take a look at Contact Manager to see who these visitors and leads are. Within Optify Contact Manager, it's a place where you can have a centralized location to segment out your contacts to send different messages and follow up with them. So in this example, we can say Angela Barak from CenturyLink. Her contact detail, again, has the same metrics like you would in a lead score. You can see her personal information that she filled out on a form on our site, company information from where she is, and then also if she's from a direct source, where her status is, what type of a contact she is, and then if she is a customer or not. And then Optify also appends her visit history to her contact information. Next, once you as a marketer have nurtured this demand, you can also enable sales to take action for a hot prospect. So under Lead Intelligence, the overview, you can see the total amount of visits to your site, how many leads have been visiting your site, and again, a lead is a form completion. You can see the conversion rate, the average lead score for all of these leads, and then all of this information you can segment out within the last 24 hours, up to the last 90 days, or even a custom range that maybe aligns with one of your marketing campaigns. In Lead Intelligence, we also have 3 different views for visitors. First, by default, we hide all ISPs just to get rid of some of the noise for you. The second view is taking a look at all visitors on your website. As an example, we can see the Lowe's Corporation. Someone from that company has visited our site. If I click on those dashes, I can see details from an anonymous visitor, such as their Optify lead score, total visits, their engagement, so how many page views are they taking a look at, what is the average visit duration. The company information is automatically pulled from Optify. We don't have their personal information because they haven't filled out a form with us yet, but we can see their visit history. So this visitor came to us via a Twitter campaign, took a look at our blog, one of our products, maybe did a quick search for something, and then left our site. The third view would show all leads. An example of a lead detail would be, we could take a look at Bonnie Brock from American Express. A lot of the same information from an anonymous visitor, but now all of her visit history is now appended to your personal information. And when you have your LinkedIn integration, you can see if you are connected to this person and then directly go to their LinkedIn profile. Next, to enable sales, you can also set up alerts. So if you know the target audience of what a hot prospect would be for your sales team, you can set up an alert via a dashboard or even a real-time email to be triggered off. As an example, a company alert is something you can create if you know your sales team has named accounts. If your sales team is trying to go after Chase or Amazon or Microsoft, I can say I'm going to send all of my sales members an alert via their Optify dashboard and to their email address if anyone from Chase, Amazon, or Microsoft visits our site. And you can create as many leads as you'd think would be important. And then the fourth part of Optify is to be able to share your success. Within Optify, we have out-of-the-box reports for keywords, for your traffic, and then it's an easy step to be able to customize them to see the data that's most relevant to you. So if I click on Traffic by Source, one of our custom out-of-the-box reports, we can first see the total amount of visits and leads that have been generated to my site within the last month. I can always change this date range to see maybe the last 7 days. Right now I'm grouping this by source, and as you can see, the sources are the different referral source on how they visited your website. You can always group it by keywords, campaigns, a referring domain. And then we can also just take a look at specific sources. So if I want to see just my social media sources, so Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, I can see how well those channels are driving visitors and leads to my site. And with that, if I click on the blue bar here, I can see which leads were generated and what were the sources from that specific day. And if this is an important view that I want to always come back to, I can say social media traffic and leads is a report that I want to save. I can save this report, and now it will be available under the full list of reports. I can even go back to my Optify dashboard and add a custom widget. So every time I log in, I'll be able to see this custom report that we just created. Right there. And that concludes our Getting Started webinar today. It looks like we did have a couple of questions. The first was, can landing pages be integrated with WordPress? Today, landing pages are not integrated with WordPress. If you do have a WordPress site, we can easily track your entire website with our WordPress plugin. And if you create a landing page within Optify and have a form on it, it's already Optify JavaScript enabled. So once someone does create that landing page and then someone fills out a form, it's going to go directly into your contact manager and lead intelligence. We also did have another question asking about the yellow trainer at the very bottom of the site. And what that means is, if you go to keywords as an example, you'll see a thin yellow bar at the very bottom. Let's see. And this is where you can find additional help while you're navigating through your account. Click on the yellow trainer, and then this will take you through the application, calling out different functions. It's a great way for a simple recap after this session today once you dive into your account. Another section for more help is our help on the top right corner. It's in context help. So once I click help, I'll be in our keywords application. I'll see the keywords overview, taking a look at more what the columns mean, a full overview of, again, our keywords application. You can also go to using Optify within our Optify community, where you can see more about just getting started, working with different applications, best practices, or even tips and tricks from our internal and external users. And that concludes our Getting Started webinar today. Thanks for joining us. If you have additional questions, feel free to go to the help section, look for your search term. If not, you can always send an email to support@optify.net. Thanks for joining us.